Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. So I titled this, Are you playing to win in your life or are you playing not to lose? And the motivation for this video is what happened last week. Do you remember I threw an impromptu dance party and I called it Dance, Declutter, and Donate? Well, I wanted to share the results of that because me and my team we were really committed to winning and we were playing full out. We're like, we are going to make an impact in our community. We didn't know how it was going to work. We didn't know the mechanisms, but we set an intention that we were going to play full out. And this is what we created. So in less than 12 hours, we were able to feed 140 mouths. So 140 people got nutritious meals. We donated, I can't even remember, 900 pieces of clothing. And when we put a monetary value to that, we came up with around $8,000 altogether. So that is the impact that we were able to make in a very short time because of you, because of your generosity, because of playing full out and showing up. I'm going to do it again this week. I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Saturday, but we are going to declutter our closets together. We're going to listen to music. I know sometimes we need motivation, but I also realize this. There's certain areas of my life that I play to win. I'm like, game on, let's do this. And I go gung-ho in business. I go gung-ho when it comes to other people, sharing what they're up to, being an advocate for them. But when it comes to other areas of my life, I realize I'm playing not to lose. And I want to share the difference because I want you to start noticing what areas of your life are you playing not to lose, or are you playing to survive instead of thrive and live? And so the area of life that I know I play to win is my business. I'm like, no, I'm a bold stand for transformation. It might be uncomfortable. It might be weird for somebody, but when they say, hey, what are you up to? What do you do for fun? I say, I transform lives. And they're like, no. Like, who are you as a person? I'm like, I transform lives. This is who I am as a person. Like, what you see is what you get. It excites me. It lights me up. Yeah. Do I do stupid shit sometimes? And yeah, I do. And what really, really makes me happy and fulfilled is knowing that I made a difference in somebody's life. Where I'm holding back, where I'm playing not to lose is in relationships. See, because what happens sometimes is the past is brought into our future. You know, if something happens where we're like, oh, I'm afraid to put myself out there, I'm afraid of getting hurt, I'm afraid of whatever, then what happens is we're not actually playing to win. We're not going all out. We just don't want to lose. See, because if we put ourselves out there, if we're vulnerable, if we're open, we risk getting hurt. We risk so many things. And what we don't realize is that what if we're doing that in our relationships? What if we're doing that in our life? What if we're just surviving? How do we know the difference between surviving, playing not to lose, and playing to win? Playing to win is you're committed to having everything that you want in your life and you're willing to go for it. You're willing to take action. I know so many people that reach out to me all the time and say, I'm really struggling with my business. And then I say, okay, tell me more. And then what I realize in the conversation is it really has nothing to do with their business. It has to do with their relationships. It has to do with their health. It has to do with their confidence. And it's like the thing is never the thing. There's always something under the thing. And when we see what this is, we can shift and we can show up differently. Like, I don't know how many of you, hi Krish, how many of you, and I know this is a vulnerable question, so you can play to win, you can play to get a breakthrough, but how many of you know that you are dealing with something, you know that there's help out there, but you're holding back from reaching out because your story about time, your story about money, your story about the work that it's going to take, just give me a thumbs up or give me a hi or say, yes, that's me. Because I know that this is one of the things that gets in our way of having everything that we want. If we're grappling with something or some relationship or health or business, what we do is when we're playing not to lose, we're like, oh, that might not work. If I go all out, if I invest in myself, it might not work and I might lose. And then I might lose money and I might lose time and I might lose all of these things. So we go through life. What is the path of least resistance? What is it that we're hanging on to? What are we afraid of? But what if you started operating from a space of, hey, you know what? This is my life. I get to live it. I get to live it with velocity. I get to be happy, fulfilled, free in all areas of my life, playing full out. I started thinking about this. I'm like, what would it be like if I started taking this on in relationships? If I went through life being like, you know what? Game on. Let's just play. Let's just put myself out there. Let's just share. Let's just do whatever. How might that be different than like, I ain't got time for that. No, I'm just going to work till 9:00 at night. Yeah, I'm not going to really go out. I'm not going to meet people. Like, I think that's boring. It's a little bit boring. And what are we really afraid of? There's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose when we play full out. And I want you to I want to share this with you because some people, a lot of people are saying, but Tina, I'm afraid to fail. I'll be a failure. I'm like, you cannot fail. You as a human being are not capable of failing. You can take actions that don't produce results. That might happen, but that doesn't mean you failed. It just means you took actions that didn't get the results. Then you get to look at why. What is the hidden agenda? What is the hidden intention, the unconscious intention? What is keeping you safe in your comfort zone? My coach said to me last week, and it was like, we operate life on flat tires and it becomes normal. The flat tires are our comfort zone. We go through life with flat tires, playing it safe, playing not to lose. And we don't even know what it's like to operate on full tires, to be in momentum, to be in flow, to be in ease, to have trust, to believe in ourselves, to love ourselves. This is what happens. It's like, but what if it doesn't have to be? What if it can change? What if it can be different? Would it not be worth it to effing try? I think so. So, hey, Vicki. So this is my call to action. What would it take for you to play to win in your life? What would you get to let go of in order to win the game called life, where you get to wake up feeling free and lighter? See, some of you played with me last week when I threw a dance party. You showed up, you decluttered your closets, you donated, you showed up for yourself and for others because you were more committed to playing the game to win than playing to survive. Playing to survive is, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to dance. I'm da 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 da. The other thing that I really got for myself, that was a time is a reflection of intimacy. When we have a time story, it's an intimacy story. It's like we fill our time being busy so that we don't have to look within. We don't have to be within. And I've been taking this on with velocity. It's been really confronting, but I'm like, no. This thing called self-love, I'm taking it on. I am taking it on. I am playing full out to win. I'm taking time for myself. I'm going on vacation, all these things that I would never do before. But this is what it looks to play full out. So let me know what you're hearing. Okay, Vicki, I see the need for perfection. Yeah. Does it even exist? What's the payoff? What's the payoff for perfection? So anyways, I hope you guys get value. If you're watching the replay, say replay and let me know what you're committed to doing this week. And more importantly, let me know who you are committed to being this week. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been afraid. Maybe you can be courageous and take that on. Maybe there's a conversation you wanted to have, but you're holding yourself back and you're lacking that self-expression. What would it be like if you could just be self-expressed? Maybe there's something that you really want to do for yourself. Take an art class, sign up for a gym, but you're like, oh, it's too much money. What would it be like if you put the money aside and just said, I'm doing this for me because I'm worthy and I'm deserving? What would it be like for you to play full out and get committed to who you are and who you get to be. It is not selfish. It is not selfish. It's necessary. When you become the best version of yourself, you get to give that away to others. When you play full out in life and come from a place of generosity, you get to give to others, and giving to others gives back to yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this message. Let me know what you're hearing. Hey, Claire, and I will see you guys back next week, and I will share details of my dance party. I am committed. This is what I'm creating, and I'm going to declare it right now in front of all of you. This is the game that I'm playing to win. I want 70 of you in the room dancing with me. I don't care if you're on there for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I want you to show up just because you want to play full out. Maybe you have to rearrange something. Maybe you're going to have to, not have to, maybe you get to clear your calendar for a half an hour. Maybe you get to just say, hey, what would it take if I was really willing to play this game with Tina to make a difference in somebody else's life? What would it take for me to be in that room? What can I let go of? And I believe that 70 of us can enter in that room, declutter something, donate it to a local charity, give it away, and make a huge impact just by showing up. Okay, that's all I got today, you guys. I love you. I'm sending you love and light and courage and all those things you get to be. Okay? We'll talk to you later. Thank you for being here. Bye, everyone.